Everybody makes mistakes. It's part of life to screw up from time to time. We learn and grow from them. Making mistakes is not fun for anybody, except when those mistakes are made by multi-billion-dollar franchises. In that case, it's pretty funny. So let's dive deep into the nightmares of GMs around the league and explore the worst contracts ever signed by NBA teams. Juwan Howard, 7 years, $101 million. The original $100 million man. Juwan Howard was drafted by the Washington Bullets with the 5th overall pick of the 1994 NBA Draft. Howard originally agreed to a 12-year, $36 million deal before his rookie year began, with an opt-out clause after 2 seasons. In the 1996 season, Howard played very well, and at 22 years of age, he made the All-Star game while averaging 22.1 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. That stat line was enough for him and his agent to demand a bigger deal, and Pat Riley from the Miami Heat gave it to them. Howard would be making $101 million throughout the course of the next 7 years. By 1998, he was being paid more than players like Hakeem Olajuwon, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, John Stockton. You get the point. At the time, it seemed like Washington dropped the ball by disrespecting a 22-year-old possible franchise player with a mediocre contract offer of just $11 million per year, but now it's safe to say they were ahead of the curve. He never made an All-Star game roster after he left the team. Timofey Mozgov, 4 years, $64 million. The summer of 2016 was a dark time for NBA general managers. The cap space around the league went from $70 million up to $94 million. Those $24 million extra bucks had to go somewhere, in this case, to the pockets of a 7-foot 1-inch tall Russian player. The moment free agency started, 12:01 a.m. the night of July 1st, 2016, the Lakers' first phone call went to Timofey Mozgov. He was an unrestricted free agent coming off a championship season where he averaged 6.3 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 0.4 assists per game. In the finals, he averaged 1.4 points per game. Yeah, so you already know what happened next. The Lakers, the biggest franchise in basketball, desperate to get back to the playoffs and living up to their name, decided to offer Mozgov a 4-year, $64 million contract. The move was inexcusable. He ended up playing just 1 season with the Lakers, then he went to the Nets, and now he is heading down to Charlotte to cash those $16 million he makes per year. Last year, he scored 131 points the entire season. That means he was paid $116,642 with 22 cents for every point he scored. One can only dream, guys. One can only dream. Gilbert Arenas, 6 years, $111 million. Arenas is a peculiar personality, to say the least. But hey, who could blame him? At the end of the day, Arenas overachieved as an NBA player. He was drafted with a 2nd-round pick by the Golden State Warriors in 2001. He averaged 15 points and 5 assists in his tenure there. Pretty good. In 2003, he signed with the Wizards and became the Agent Zero we all know and love. From the 2003 to the 2007 season, he averaged 26 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Unfortunately, in the 2008 season, he got injured and only appeared in 13 games. Still, the Wizards, blindly trusting the knee of their all-star caliber player, offered a 6-year, $100 million contract to him. After he signed the contract, he only appeared in 121 more games for his entire career. The crazy thing is that the Wizards managed to trade him to the Magic in 2010 for Rashard Lewis. Arenas only played in 49 games for them before he was removed from the roster's payroll, but the Magic still had to pay him until 2016. All of this can be summarized to what Arenas said when he admitted that his contract was one, if not the worst, in NBA history. You get paid on what you did, not on what you're gonna do. And he sure did. Noah, 4 years, $72 million. The New York Knicks were another victim of the cap space increase of 2016 that crippled so many organizations for years to come. But it is hard to call the Knicks anything but stupid when talking about this deal. They definitely should have known better, and to this day, they are paying for their mistake. Who in their right mind would give a 4-year, $72 million contract to a guy who, the previous season, only played in 29 games and brought a contribution of 4.4 points and 8.8 rebounds per game? Last season, Noah was on the court for a grand total of 40 minutes. That's it, 40 minutes. 12 points throughout 7 games. It is ridiculous, and at this point, we don't even know if Noah will ever wear a Knicks uniform ever again. This deal was the epitome of sports unprofessionalism, and it is, in fact, the worst NBA contract ever signed. So those are the worst contracts in NBA history. There will probably be a part 2 at some point, but this is enough heartache for today. Let us know what other deals like this come to mind, and make sure you subscribe for more NBA videos like this one.